Lord's request for all mankind is still trying to find favor in the face of the Creator. Regardless of who they think the Creator is, they're looking to find face and favor. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 2 of the Torah portion, Shemini. Let's go back to Leviticus, chapter number 9. And let's go back to verse 3 and 4, or actually 2, 3, and 4, where it says that Moshe said to Aaron, "Take for yourself a young bull as a sin offering." And then in verse 3, it says, "Speak to the children of Israel, saying, take a male goat as a sin offering." And then it says at the end of verse 4, "For today Yahweh shall appear to you." No, we didn't read the entire verses. We read those yesterday, but specifically, Yah says to Aaron, take a young calf as your sin offering. And for the people of Israel, take a goat, or a male goat as a sin offering. And seeking the face of the Father, and we use that as a common phrase. We sing about, "I just want to find your face. Show me your face, Yah. Show me your face," Paul Weber sang, and I think Don Potter wrote. There is this idea that we're looking for, yearning for, searching for the face of Yah when we pronounce the Aaronic blessing. We're talking about his face and his countenance turning toward us, and a favorable disposition that Yah is to then show love, mercy, and grant shalom to those that he is gazing upon. We have the idea that Yah would turn his face away from those who are walking unrighteously, wickedly. And looking for the face of Yah and praying, seeking him, trying to find his presence, yearning for that, crying out to him for more of him. It's very easy to sidestep the issues and say, well, the most important thing is that I find him. But he still says, as is listed here in chapter 10, verse 3, that we'll probably deal with tomorrow. "This is what Yahweh spoke, saying, by those who come near me, let me be set apart, and before all the people, let me be esteemed." That is, in their face, in their understanding, in their recognition of me, I must be set apart. Do not try to dilute me to find me. Do not lessen me in order to understand me. Yah is who he is and will always be who he is, and must not be changed. Changed to our own preferred versions, to our own desires. He is who he is, and he is set apart. And by those who seek him, then there is a requirement of being set apart. So in that regard, Yah is not above being pointed in his words to us. Yah will walk right into your living room of your soul, if you will, your spiritual being, and throw open your closets and drag it all out. Because he knows what's hidden there, and he wants to deal with it. Now we'll explain it away, we'll excuse it away, we'll hide ourselves in shame, we'll do a lot of different things. But Yah is going to, within us, here, between he and I, between he and you, he will seek then to lay it all out and just deal with the junk. And he very well may say, "That's broke, get rid of it. You no longer need this, get rid of it. You get rid of it." He may say, "You need this, put it back." "I don't want it. I need you to need it. Now put it back." Again, as I said yesterday, he's not asking for our permission or understanding. He is Yah. He is set apart. And if we're going to find him, then the quest requires that we join him in that likeness. Yah is the one who will stick his finger into your forgotten wounds. We've band-aided them over, we've hidden them over, we've covered them up. And Yah goes poking and priming and picking until he finds the wounds that we're trying to hide. And while we're hollering, ow, I didn't want to deal with that, Yah wants to deal with that. And it's not that he enjoys bringing us to a place of pain, but if we're going to know him at a greater level, then we need to understand the things that are keeping us from that greater level. The process and the preparation for that may not be a pleasant thing to encounter, but it does then cause us to answer the question, do I really want to know him or not? To know him at a greater level means then to deal with a greater level of our stuff. And we all have stuff. And so Aaron was to take a bull or a young calf, male calf here, as a sin offering. Well, the obvious connection then is the gold calf. This is painful. Aaron doesn't want to remember this. He doesn't want to deal with this, but it must be dealt with. And for Aaron in particular, take this calf that is reminiscent of the one that you built and called an idol, slay it, put it on the altar. And this is the line of demarcation away from that memory, away from it. The matter is going to be resolved. Slay the bull, put it on the altar, deal with it according to the right procedures, and you're atoned for. A way we say about that is getting the monkey off of our back. It is getting rid of the shame and the reproach. But what about the male goat? This goes back some generations. This goes back then to the brothers of Joseph, taking the coat of various colors or the coat of significance and staining it with the blood of a male goat and presenting it to their father and saying, is this your son's garment or not? How cruel that was. And how they regretted what they did. And when they found Joseph alive, they couldn't do anything but stare at their feet and hide in fear, because this man now, their own brother, had the ability to destroy them, to destroy their lives. The division in the body of Yah's covenant people has been going on ever since those 12 men walked this earth. Tribal affiliations, divisions, factions, issues have been going on ever since the days of Yaakov. And they are still going on to this day, right now. And so this goat was for Israel to be atoned for a sin that had been following them generationally. Aaron went on and served well as the high priest, and he was faithful in all that he did. The tribes, not so much. What are we trying to say? Atonement has been made for us through the blood of Messiah Yeshua. We just come through a week where we've recognized that, celebrated that, observed that, and we've just announced his resurrection afresh and anew in our hearts and minds. The atonement work of Yeshua is a done deal. The question is, are you going to walk in that atonement and in that reality afterwards? Some will, as Aaron did. Others will continue to squabble and fuss, as have the people and the tribes and the factions and the divisions. Choose today which side you're going to be on, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.